Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm very excited to share this video with you guys today because I had a lot of fun filming this. I had a really fun night routine happening, and it's kind of cool because this video is kind of random, but I feel like that's a good way to phrase my time here in Nashville. I don't really necessarily have anything super routine because I never really know what a night could look like. And on this night, I actually got to go to the grand opening of Ole Red and see Blake Shelton and friends perform. It was so cool, such a great night. So let's hop into my summer night routine. All right, so on any given night, if I have time, whether I'm staying in for the night or going out, if I didn't have time to make my bed yet that day, or I just hadn't gotten around to doing it, that is something that I will do even if I'm gonna be home, because I just like the feeling of pulling my bed back together. Oh, by the way, that is my CBD vape I'm using, if you're seeing what is coming out of my mouth. Zoe typically likes to watch over the window while I clean up. But I like pulling everything back together because it helps make my night very peaceful. So then I plugged in my diffuser, and I'm diffusing Gentle Baby that my sister Shayna just gave me. I love it because the rose oil that's in it is just everything. It smells so good, and I just really like it. So then it was time to prep my skin for the night. So I used this, I think it's pronounced Santasha cleanser. And this brand is really cool because it's all natural, organic ingredients, and it's all made in small batches. So I find that really interesting, and I've really been enjoying using their products. So then I turned on my diffuser in the bathroom. I diffused Peace and Calming and Tangerine because Peace and Calming has a little citrus in it, but adding a little more is just amazing. And then I used my Thieves Cleaner to just give my countertops a wipe down. So yeah, once everything was wiped up, I folded my towel, put it away, and then I used my Chlorane dry shampoo to spray all over my roots. My hair wasn't even really that dirty. I'd cleaned it like a day before, but I like dry shampoo sometimes to just give my hair a little volume. So I sprayed that in my hair, washed my hands so that I could go and do my makeup. So I put on my green primer from Smashbox. I feel like this lighting was not great, but it was driving me insane, and I feel like I still haven't found a place in my house that's like great to film makeup, because it's got to be a whole setup, and I just feel like I haven't found that yet. So once I applied my Inglot foundation that has no SPF, which is perfect for night, then I used their little highlighting kit to brighten up my under eyes. I did that little triangle shape that's good to do if you're trying to brighten up your under eyes. And then I went down on my chin, down my nose, and in the center of my forehead. And I also applied a little bit of my Anastasia concealer to any spots that needed it, and then just blended everything in with my beauty blender. And then I used my razor because I always do this. I realized, oh, I have fuzzies that I need to shave off. So that's what I did. And then Dan brought the laundry in for me, Dan. And while I let my foundation dry, because that's something I like to do if I'm gonna be putting powder on, I like the foundation to dry into my skin for like 15 minutes before. I folded the laundry, put it away, went to my closet, tidied up in there a little bit, and then I came back to finish my makeup. I used some of my Inglot setting powder. Once again, it has no SPF. That makes a huge difference for me taking pictures at night with makeup that does not have SPF. And then I used my Hoola bronzer just to add some warmth to my face, kind of like contouring. I added it in the 3 shape on my face. And then I used my blush from my Inglot palette. I'm not sure the name of the color, but I applied that as well. And then, even though my brows are microbladed, and if you didn't see that video, by the way, I will try to remember to link that down below because, I love my brows so much. I still add a little bit of powder after I put on foundation because I feel like the foundation kind of lightens up and changes the coloring. So I add a little bit of powder, and I use my Benefit Gimme Brow brow gel to set it. And then I just used 2 colors from my palette, a gold shimmery color and a little bit of a taupe shadow, I believe, to just kind of darken the crease a little bit. And then I put some of my shimmer in the inside of my eyes. and also brought a little bit of the taupe underneath my eyes as well. So Brooklyn and Bailey, who are YouTubers, actually just launched this mascara called Lash Next Door. So exciting for them because literally they've been talking about doing this for years. And side note, this mascara really is amazing. It's on the drier side, but I like it because of that. So then I used my lashes from Walgreens, my collaboration with Eyelure, Flirty Feline. So I applied them off camera because I just felt like I couldn't do them on camera on this night. So I put my mascara on, applied my lashes, scrubbed my lips with my Lush lip scrub, and then I used this Urban Decay all-night setting spray, and I sprayed that on my face just to set because tonight was going to be a late night, and I wasn't even leaving for a few hours, and then I was going to be out, so I just wanted my makeup to last longer. So I plugged in my Dry Bar curling wand, and then I just went section by section and curled my hair. If you haven't heard me say this before, I always do my curls pretty much like my standard thing is going like opposite directions. Front, back, front, back. It keeps the curls separate and looking pretty messy, and I really like that. So I just did that all over my head while drinking my iced tea. And then I took my Jennifer Lopez Inglot collaboration highlighter and applied that to my cheekbones. And then, guys, I went downstairs because our neighbor Mike brought us garlic knots. Yes, Mike, yes. Bowser wanted some. He couldn't have. Oh, just kidding. Apparently he does get some garlic knots. They're from a place in East Nashville called 5 Points Pizza. Their garlic knots are literally next level insane. And there's Dan doing a dance because he just won his previous game of Kung Fu with Mike. And then now Mike's doing the dance because he won. So now I'm going to play. Here we go. Yeah, I haven't played all week. I might be a little rusty.
Whose team are you going?
You always know it's going to be a good match when they start making excuses before they
just
play.
like American Idol. This is actually pretty exciting. Spoiler alert, if my memory serves me correct. I kicked Mike's butt. Yeah, I beat him by a lot. Sorry, Mike. Not sorry.
Rematch.
I kind of dominated!
Rematch for sure.
No.
You ready?
No, I set my camera. I don't know how I got so good at this game, guys. So then I decided to make dinner. This was definitely my latest night of having dinner in a long time, but it was because I knew we were going to be out late. So I decided to make a veggie omelet. I think I've made that in a video, but I just cut up some mushrooms really small. Well, not really small, but into little chunks. And then I cut up some jalapeno. I sliced that up into little baby chunks. Then I cut up some cherry tomatoes. Most of them I cut like in half and then in half again, so I quartered them. And then I pulled out a bunch of kale because cooking kale down has just been one of my favorite things to do recently. And I brought all the veggies in the bowl because I'm gonna bring them over to the pan to stir fry them. Oh, and then I forgot I wanted to add some sweet onion to the mix too. We buy our sweet onions from Costco and they're seriously so good. So I diced those up into little pieces. So yeah, then I cracked 2 eggs into my little miniature mason jar and I whisked up the eggs, and then it was time to make my omelet. So I threw all the veggies in with a little bit of avocado oil and I just let those cook up for about 10 minutes, I'd say. Then I added some salt and pepper to the mix. Yeah, I did burn the handle on this on accident. Oops. And the cheese that I'm gonna be using is this Asiago rosemary olive oil cheese from Costco. I bought it just as an experiment recently and it's pretty good. It's not the best cheese I've ever had, but it was kind of a nice little mix up. So then once the veggies were what I deemed cooked, I scooped them off of the pan into a little bowl, and then I took some more avocado oil and I put that on the pan. And then I re-whisked up my eggs and I poured them onto the pan. Then I added some more salt and pepper directly onto the egg that was cooking. And once it started to cook through a little bit, I added my veggies. Now I should have added the cheese first because it would have melted a lot better. So steal that life hack from me because I forgot because that was on camera. I got nervous. So yeah, let that cook up for a second. I don't like my eggs to be too overcooked, so to watch it carefully. But then honestly, just by luck, I flipped that omelet over perfect and it looked like I really knew what I was doing. I really don't, but it came together and it worked. Oh, and then I took a little bit of this Kirkland organic salsa and I poured that on the side because salsa with omelets are really good. Although I can't lie, this night I forgot with the rosemary cheese, I didn't think that the salsa was as good. I should have left out. I should have either done a different cheese or not done the salsa. So then I went and I picked out my outfit, got dressed. I used my blue-red color from Lip Sense on my lips. This is the only type of red lipstick I will ever wear because it doesn't budge. Otherwise, I have no desire to wear red lipstick ever. So yeah, I used this. It felt appropriate for the opening of Ole Red. I used my vanilla perfume. This is a non-toxic fragrance from a company called La Vanilla, and this is my outfit up close. Like I said, it feels super appropriate for the grand opening of Ole Red. So yeah, then we got downtown, and it was definitely poppin'. It was packed. People were so excited to be there. This is my third time visiting Ole Red, and I honestly love it. It's got such a nice vibe. The restaurant is decorated so cool. It's got such an interesting atmosphere to it. And then of course, Blake Shelton showed up. So if you didn't know that, Ole Red is actually a collaboration with Blake Shelton and the Grand Ole Opry.
Because I'm going to play some of my all-time favorites, if that's okay with y'all. That's what they're probably going to do too. That's what Ole Red's all about, is country music. So let's just start it. Here we go.
And the food is really good. Side note, their fried pickles are my favorite. They make their pickles in-house and they're the bomb. I honestly expected it to be like just basic kind of bland American food, but the chef that they have at the restaurant has made such interesting foods. Their kale salad is amazing. So yeah, so much fun. So many random country celebrities were there that night, including Little Big Town, which made me way too excited. It was just really cool. And if you live in Nashville, I just highly recommend checking out the restaurant. Even if you're not in the mood to be at like a concert honky-tonk area, they have a place on the top of the building called The Lookout that's more peaceful and calm and overlooks the city and offers different food options. So once I got home, you know that the boots came off right away. I changed immediately into my Benji and Judy t-shirt, and I took off my makeup with my Young Living's Seedlings, whoa, so many words, Young Living Seedlings baby wipes. You do have to use a special remover for your Lip Sense lipstick, but I mean, that's fine. I was using my Young Living wipes, and I just removed all of my makeup. And once I did that, I used my Purity Cleanser by Philosophy. I love this cleanser so much. It's amazing. It's gentle, but it removes everything really well. And then I used my Fresh Black Tea Kombucha Toner. I literally love this stuff. It's kind of a bummer because I didn't know how expensive it was. The brand actually sent it to me, and I've become obsessed with that and their rose deep hydration cream. It's so good, and I'll take it, and I will still add frankincense and also lavender to the mix, but I forgot to show that. And rubbing it on my face just feels like a dream. I'm actually almost out and I'm devastated. And then I used my Dr. Perricone eye cream as well. And then, crazy enough, I topped it off with a quick spritz of Clariderm by Young Living, which just adds more essential oils onto my face. Then I used my Jade Roller for about 30 seconds just to give some massaging to my skin. And of course, I've been using Rogaine lately, which is so not natural, but that's pretty much me. I'm a combination of like natural things and not natural things. My Rogaine, not so natural. But I've been using that in the front parts of my head to help with hair loss. I will be talking about that in upcoming videos, by the way, but yeah, so then I brushed my teeth. Zoe obviously watched the whole bedtime shenanigans go down, and I put inside in my Gentle bathroom Baby diffuser and lavender. And so I filled that up, set that up, because I actually have a diffuser in my bathroom and my bedroom, and I like both to be going in the middle of the night. I like as many oils to be in the air as possible. So then I deconstructed my bed that you saw me put together like 5 hours earlier. I used a little bit of my Progessence Plus for hormone balancing on my wrists. I brought this water bottle up with me to bed from a company called Vibes Up, and those are stones at the bottom of the bottle. So that's kind of cool. I took a vitamin C before climbing into bed, and then Dan came to join me, and we are back in to rewatching The Office, which kind of seems insane because I think I've seen the whole series twice now. but it's such a good, like, laugh yourself to sleep show. So we watched that, cuddled in bed, and that's how we pretty much ended our night. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I do have a morning routine coming very soon. I will leave all links to everything I talked about down below, and that's it. Okay, bye guys.